Shalom, praise AHAYAH, Bahashim Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. I pray you all are having a blessed week. And I wanted to come on and talk about all things fitness. I'm real excited, guys. There's a lot going on, I know. And I really wanted to get a chance to just come on and just pray and say, I pray you all are getting out of Babylon. Things are really heating up. Praise AHAYAH. Y'all see it coming. So I pray that y'all are getting out, making your way out of Babylon. But I really wanted to talk about all things fitness. I'm so excited because, guys, finally, I'm starting to see my journey, my fitness journey. I'm starting to see a little results, like a hint, So, I'm getting. Okay, let me see. I want to encourage you brothers and sisters, especially my sisters, to keep at it, to, how important it is that fitness is a part of your everyday life, and don't, give up, don't slack, because it's easy to do that and start making excuses, especially like with me. It's been a long ending journey. It's almost 3 years with me. Now, guys, you see how my internet is acting up. It's just, this is what it is. I pray that it's, be consistent. But, so I really just wanted to go into, talking about wellness, talking about fitness, talking about health, because this is all a part of our spiritual journey as well. So I pray that you also join me on Tuesday nights doing the Bible, AHAYAH's Bible Book Club. I'm so excited about that. I feel, as you can see, I'm trying to be consistent with, with these things that I like to do. Like I like to do going also for health and wellness. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to do this every week because, things schedule every week, but I'll pop. And this is me consistently. I try to be very consistent with working out, and I am really getting down to what I'm starting to see results. And I wanted to say, listen, guys, especially those burpees. Oh my goodness, burpees is a true game changer. Now that I've just started to do 30 a day. When I was doing 10, it was like, okay, like it was, I can feel I was getting stronger and it was helping me. But once I went to this week and a half went by and I started doing 30, guys, it really is a game changer. And I would suggest you get into trying to do burpees. It's not easy. It's really, really hard, but it's worth it. You will see, once you go get past 10, like I'm drinking water, and because it's kind of hot in here. And I got on this thing, but anyway. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys some videos that encourage me. I just really want to come on and be an encouragement to brothers and sisters about wellness, about health, about, getting your body, getting your mind and your spirit right. And that's why I'm doing the Bible, Bible Book Club, AHAYAH's Bible Book Club, for the spiritual aspect of it, getting into that Bible, getting into that word, and really dissecting it, which I love. And now I wanted just to implement a little health stuff. Like I do my videos and things, but I wanted to show you guys some incentive of what, kind of videos it does. I pray it helps someone to encourage them to work out. So here's my first video that I wanted to show. Now these are some of the little videos I watch. Some of them are younger people, but this is what, and I'll show you some other videos as well. But now this young lady, I have to say, when I was working out when I was young, I was always afraid to get too bulky. I think most women feel like that, like they don't want to look like a man, they don't want to be too broad and brolic. So I was always like that because I'm tall. I have big shoulders. I was always tall and skinny. So I had like shoulders. So I never wanted to get bulky and stuff, but I really, was into fitness. I was a trainer for a long time, for a while. I did, all kind of aerobics, step boxing, and, cardiovascular with the, just everything. Step, I did it. Boxing and aerobic boxing and all that kind of stuff. I was a trainer, so I did it. I worked out for years. I had no problem. But it's just what happened with me was when I came into the truth, when I moved and left America, I stopped working out. And I was nervous eating, because I was all alone by myself. I was getting into learning how to trust the Most High and, really, getting it, doing this whole transition. So I wasn't working out at all, and I was doing a lot of eating. So that's where all my weight came in over these 15, 16 years of me really just stopping working out. And I praise AHAYAH because I should have been like 300-400 pounds the way I was eating, but because I had already worked out so much in my life, over the years, I went to 200 pounds, and that was enough for me, because, but I'm tall, so, it kind of helps camouflage it. But, for somebody like me who loves to work out, and I've worked out all my life, it was really traumatic. But I had so much other stuff on my mind, I couldn't. So that's how, which I should have been consistent and just, kept working out. But my mind was someplace else. I was really into AHAYAH and getting this information and all this stuff. So now, I finally got back. In the last 3 years, I really started getting serious about it. And I was fluctuating a lot because a lot of it, the weight came off fast because I was fasting a lot, and I was fasting, you lose weight. But as soon as you start again, you gain it back, right? So I was going, because I was fasting, I lose it, but then I start eating, and then, I start gaining it back. But it's like maybe 15 pounds, 20 pounds, I've been going through that, but I hadn't reached my ideal weight. And here lately, I purposely kind of continue eating what working out, and I hit a plateau a lot of times, and then now that I started the burpees, I really see a difference. And even my face is starting to get sunken. My face will change and things like that because the working out. So I'm excited. So I want to show you. Oh, I forget. This thing is going in and out. She's very strong looking, and she's young because she works out very, very hard. But it's somebody that I like to watch because she has a lot of, strength, and she's strong, and she's consistent. Because consistency is the key, brothers and sisters. You must really understand how important you have to be consistent. When you don't want to get up and do it, that's when you have to push yourself even more. Like, you have to be consistent with working out and even eating right. One of my issues also is diet. I'm not great at diet. I kind of like one. Yeah, so I like to eat what I want to eat. And when I was young, working out, I used to do that. I used to eat what I want to eat because I was thin anyway. So, I just had to maintain it. But now when you get older, all that cuts out. That doesn't work. So that's another reason why I'm constantly, up and down, because I think I can still eat what I want to eat and work, or I'll just run it off. It don't work that way, because you don't lose the weight the same. When you're younger, you lose weight very much easier. So that's what I'm dealing with. Okay, hold on. Okay, so watch this video. It's so, this young girl gives an interview. And, hold on. I want to start it from the beginning. Okay. Here we go.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty.
All right, let's go. Show what you got, young. Oh, let's go. She doing muscle ups. Better than some men. Money clean. Let's go, Sydney. Let's go, Sydney. Ah, let's go. Dips at the top. Let's go. Show them clean pull-ups. The Bitcoin. Let's go. Money. Money. Woo! This girl's on fire. Let's go. Ah! Give us all the abs actions. Your little abs, little little crunches and all that. Get ladies, wear your gloves. Wear your gloves. Let's go. Washboard abs. Hello, laundromat. Look at that. Woo, money shot. Sun is shining on you, girl. Crazy. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Money. Oh, them scissors. Might cut yourself. This is where it's at. Ladies, you want that nice back? Do some inverted rows. She does legs too. She does legs too. Know how you give it up already. Oh. This. Let's go. I wasn't expecting this. Money. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Ah! Stove Queen, I gotta give you your flowers. I've known you for quite some time. You definitely supported my class back in the day. Came full beast mode with your workouts. I'm a big fan, and I just want to say you're not strong for a girl. You're just strong in general. And you are holding it down when it comes to calisthenics in general. Not just female calisthenics. Some dudes, a lot of run for their money anyway. But what's your name? Where you came from? What's your origin?
Okay, so my name is Sydney Alexandria. I am from Brooklyn, East Flatbush. I was born and raised here. My parents are Aruban and Puerto Rican.
What was your upbringing?
I would say 60 something, and they still work out to this day. Since I was young, they've been taking us on bike rides, roller skating, ice skating. So I've been pretty much active on.
I want to know that.
I actually ran track in high school, and when I finished high school, I kind of fell off from working out. I didn't really know what to do. So I found a gym within my neighborhood, which is a boxing gym. And I got into boxing, and that's how I started like bringing in calisthenics into my workout, doing push-ups and pull-ups. For me, it was a little hard because I was never the person to work out in front of people. I used to do it in the comfort of my own home. So for me, doing calisthenics now compared to back then, it's like two different levels. Crazy.
So you would say like you leveled up as far as came in with the consistency, like you became a complete beginner. And you just start to level up the more with the craft and with the sport.
Yeah. So I started off, I would say at home, just doing like comfortable numbers, like 100 push-ups, 100 squats every day. Beginning of 2020, so the beginning of the pandemic, I started going to Wingate to like build my endurance for boxing. So I was running a lot, and I kind of like broke out of my comfort and started doing push-ups and pull-ups. And just being around them, it was motivation. Trying to keep up with them. I started from doing like 100 push-ups a day to I would say 200, 500, sometimes 1,000. That's pretty much the transformation for me. That's how it all started. Wingate.
Shout out to Team Wingate, Doc. You know what it is. And what is the motivation for a young lady like yourself to keep on going with the calisthenics and keep on going with the fitness? Because you know, when it comes to the typical woman or typical female, like they will say, I don't want to work out because I don't want to look like a man, or I don't want to look like too bulky or whatever the case may be. Now, what is the motivation for you personally? Because first of all, you look amazing, you look great, athletic, and you are an amazing athlete, you know? Some insight on that.
So the motivation for me, I would say going into a boxing gym, meeting the guys, seeing my body transform. Boyfriend at the time telling me I'm getting too masculine, that I shouldn't work out, to have their opinion about my physique has learned to love myself and not worry about what others think. So my motivation in calisthenics is from people telling me what I can and can't do. From my physique, I get man, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, it's not what you do, it's how much and how often that you do it. Everybody has a different body type. For someone like me, I could do a certain amount of reps and it will show on my physique. Some people will work just as hard as me and won't have that same physique. So everybody's body is going to be different. Motivation is deep. I could definitely say that.
Let's get into it. Get into it.
It is deep.
Get into it. Listen. This is Scott Bernhardt channel. We get into the deep stuff, man.
To a point in my life, I was by myself. I had nobody by my side, and just learning to love yourself.
Right.
And this is what got me here, learning to love myself and just be a strong and independent woman.
That's it. Listen, man, that was a beautiful, beautiful answer. People don't understand that even though we are athletes, where whatever the case may be, when it comes to the mental health aspect, shed more light on as far as like your mental health when it comes to like working out and fitness and things like that. Like, how was your mental health as from a teenager to up now?
my mental health now is a whole nother level compared to when I was younger. I guess it would be based on maturity and just having someone for guidance, being able to speak to people, knowing that whatever you do will always come back to you. If you work hard, it's gonna pay off.
Right.
Hard work, dedication, consistency, even getting up when you don't feel like it. And that's my main thing. There are times when I really don't feel like working out.
Talk about it. I was about to ask you that question too. Like, are there days, because listen, you are a beast. Like, I love seeing your work ethic. If you haven't already, please look out the battle between her and Chi. Shout out to my homegirl Chi from Team Spartan. And it was amazing. The way how you rep out, the way how you do things is very graceful. The form is clean, everything like that. But are there days that Cindy doesn't feel like working out?
I think everybody has days where they don't feel like working out, to be honest. And if someone says that's not true, I think that's a lie. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes like you're working out so hard and you're not getting to where you want to be because you are so tired. And that's one thing with me, like I don't know how to rest. I would say I work out 5 to 6 days a week, usually 6. And even when I'm going through something, and I don't want to get up, I know my body is pushing me. And one thing I can say is my drive is a lot stronger than say anything like too crazy. But
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Something can happen.
Yeah.
And I know, like I could lose somebody.
Right.
And I know I'm going straight to the gym.
Wow.
Straight to the park, straight to work out. Because to me, that's my therapy. Whether it's because I'm sad, whether it's because I'm happy, if I'm battling issues with myself, my friends, my family, I think everybody in the calisthenics game could really, really relate to that. It's just more than just working out. It's therapy, for real.
Happy that you said therapy, you know, because me personally, when it comes to working out, when it comes to fitness, it is a sense of release for me. Everybody needs to have an outlet. Now, what kind of outlet that you choose is either positive or negative. But positive outlet, you working out, you doing some poetry, you know, just going out, hanging with friends, doing something positive. The negative outlet, the drugs, the alcohol, the abuse, you know, the abusive substance that people tend outlet to be chosen than the negative one. You are an amazing athlete, an amazing woman at that for sure. Did you ever see yourself going down this road?
I honestly didn't see myself going down this road. And the reason why I say that is because I've never been the person to sit here and like count reps and do this and so on. But now I know what I can do and my potential. So now I have this thing where it's like if I could do 30 push-ups, not 30 push-ups, 30 pull-ups. Now I'm beating myself up like I need to get to 40.
Talk about it.
Setting goals, and I really take things like that really, really personally. I will give you a good example. I used to do 50 push-ups at night, straight without stopping, just to like make sure when it comes time to do 50 push-ups, after doing something, I'm on like discipline and my reps, you know, I take it seriously.
You don't even gotta tell us that you take it seriously, because from viewer standpoint, when I see you do them pull-ups, I said, girl, the pull-ups clean. Clean work. And how long did it take you to develop such a clean form when it comes to your calisthenic exercises in general?
Building my reps is what helped me get to my form. So that sounds a little bit crazy, so let me break it down, right? So I already knew I can do 15, 20, 30 reps. A lot of people telling me feedback or critiquing me. And looking at that, I knew what I needed to work on, and that's how I perfected my pose. Coming all the way down to dead hang, listening to others' feedback, and you know, some people take critique and will get upset about it, but I took it. I felt a little way about it at first, but it was to help me become a better athlete, and that's what pushed me. That competition. I think that competition set the bar for me as where I want to be in calisthenics, the numbers I want to work on, the form that I need to work on. That was the beginning for me.
An amazing performance. Please, guys, if you haven't watched that competition, you'll grab your popcorn. It definitely was a show. As a woman, 28 years old, young, we're the same age, right? Now, do you get judged for your lifestyle? Because now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, here's a natural woman, she works out, she get the money, she works out and everything like that. And then you have these other women that's doing BBLs and doing surgery and going to Dr. Miami and everything like that. Now, do you get judged for your lifestyle of just living healthy?
Judged a lot. I already mentioned my physique. I would tell you every single... most of it's good. But then again, sometimes I do have a lot of comments. You look like a man. You shouldn't do this.
Listen, they hating, you're doing something right. Keep going, girl. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna have to restart my computer because this thing is really acting up, and I know it's freezing up a lot. Okay, guys, I restarted everything, so I hope this helps. That there's not much interference. So let me go to the next video, but let me comment on her. She's a young girl, lot of dedication, and putting her time and effort into her workout, and she does. She's a bit strong, but and that's something like at her age, I was afraid to like get that. I didn't want to be too bulky and too, but she's young and she's pretty, and she just, her arms are really strong, and I think she looks amazing, now. But I know me, when I was young, I didn't want to be that strong looking, but that's why my arms are so flabby now. And it's very hard now that you get older to get, this kind of physique. It's hard when you get older. So it's important now to like take care of yourself, because you don't want to be older and can't get up off the floor. You can't move. You can't walk. All these things, as you start getting older, it gets harder. So you really want to, push yourself and get into it now. If you're a young person watching this, or even if you're an older sister, you don't want to be, getting to the point where you can't move and you can't, you fall, you can't get up, kind of things. You're hurt, your body is hurting. And guys, believe it or not, it's all due to exercise. You must move. You must work your body. You must keep your body moving in your younger years and as you get older. There is really no excuse, because that helps you, fight off diseases, because with that, you start to think more clearly. You eat, more consistently. You start eating right. You start taking care of your body. And before you know it, you're in good shape. So, I just really wanted to like motivate our brothers and sisters, mainly sisters who watch the channel, who, some people are naturally thin. They don't have to work out, but you still need to be in good shape. Even if you're small, but you're thin and you're frail and you're weak and you don't have no energy, that's not healthy either. You really have to get yourself into a regimen where you're working out, stretching, moving your body. Me, I wasn't a good stretcher. But now, I started off young, and I started off dancing at first. So I was into ballet and in gymnastics, and very good at it. But, when I had stopped, when I got, maybe like 15, I had stopped all the way until I became like 18, 19, 20. So there was like a good 5-year period of me not dancing and doing gymnastics. So I had gotten really stiff, like I couldn't do my split anymore, and I still to this day don't have a split, because I had stopped all these years. And once you stop, you really lose it. You have to keep going, you have to stretch, you have to take care of yourself, so that you can, so you have mobility. And as you get older, you won't be so out of shape where you're sickly and ailing, hurting. So definitely, if you're not working out at this point, like every day, moving your body, stretching, working out, you have to start doing it. And especially because we are looking now to start going into the wilderness. And you need to be wilderness ready. You need to be able to move. You need to be able to lift some things. You never know the situation you're going to be in. You may even be by yourself or sometimes. You have to be able to take care of yourself. And if there's somebody with you, you be able to help and those type of things. So that's what this motivation is all about. I pray it's motivation for you, because it's definitely for me, and I just wanted to share it. So here's another video of another sister that I like to watch. I watch their channel, do their exercise, watch what they eat, and things like that. And I just want to share it with you, and hopefully that it gives you some motivation. So that was the young girl, and I was like, yeah, she's very like muscular, very strong, and most women feel insecure. They don't want to look like that, They don't want to look that, muscular. They feel it's masculine or whatever. you know, but she's in great shape, and she's only 28, you know, and she's talking about having children and things like that. So it's not like she's, you know, not feminine or womanly. She's just, you know, she likes working out, and I think she looks really, really good. Okay, so here's another sister that works out and really takes care of her body. Hold on. And I'll just show part of this. This is just one of the workouts. But
we're gonna give you a cardio and core workout by the inspiring Masi Arias.
Thank you, Anna. This workout is from my 8-week lifestyle guide, and it's amazing for all fitness levels. Are you ready to get to work?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. All right, let's start this warm up. We're gonna take it from the top down. We're gonna start with neck circles, everything for 5, starting clockwise. Let's go. 5 neck circles, releasing the tightness on our necks. Feel that. With every rep, try to make those circles bigger and bigger and bigger.
now let me just talk. I'm gonna move it up some because this is kind of slow, but so that you can see some good stretches and things that you can do as you're starting to warm up and stretch out your body. You know, now I like to watch. I try to get someone who's close to my body type. I'm kind of, you know, I'm tall and thin, so I'm not very curvy, you know, so, you know, I don't really watch women who have big hips and, you know, small waist, because that's not really my body type. And then, you know, I feel like it's unrealistic, you know, for me to, you know, aspire to, you know, even though, you know, I could still try. So it's up to you, because you really got to know how to sculpture your body to change your body type. It's very, very, very hard to do. So I tend to watch, you know, other women who look like me, so that I can aspire to, you know, to look a certain way in what I'm gonna look like, you know. So I'm not like big hips and thighs and behind. So I'm kind of straight up and down. So that's why I kind of watch people who kind of favor me, and when I know that I'm gonna lose weight, what I would kind of look like, you know, the similarities. So this young lady I like to watch, and the other young lady, you know, even though, you know, they're young and stuff, the same body type, very slim and, you know, not curvy. But, you know, if you see the abs, their abs are so bomb, you know, really. And that's always something that was lacking for me. I never liked to do abs. I hated doing abs, and I hated doing arms, because I didn't want my arms to get all big and bulky. I already had broad shoulders, and I was just lazy, and I was already thin, so I didn't really do sit-ups. So that's why now, as I gotten older and when I gained weight, my stomach was huge. It's like I'm pregnant. I looked pregnant because I never really would do sit-ups. I hated sit-ups. I didn't want to do it, and I was already skinny, so, and I had that cut in my stomach. I didn't have a six-pack, but I had, you know, lines in my stomach, so, you know, I felt like it's something I didn't really need to do. Boy, was I wrong. So now it's such a struggle for me dealing with my stomach, you know, and that's the one part I cannot lose, you know, and I still hate doing sit-ups. So, you know, you culminate all that together, and you got, you know, you see Sister Kana, just this big old stomach. So, you know, I definitely like to watch these, you know, sisters working out. And these two just happen to be, like, I think either Puerto Rican or Dominican, or both of them are like Latinos. But, I mean, looking at them, you won't know, but they tell you. So we can watch a little while, and you can listen to her instructions. Hold on.
Let's move towards the other side.
Whew. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that.
3.
It's almost hard to keep that elbow down and pressed into the floor.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Use it as leverage. And one more. And now we're gonna get up, and we
I hope I don't get a copyright strike for using these videos, but we'll see. Praise AHAYAH. But I really love, you know, this aspect of it. And so I hope it encourages you guys. So hold on.
Abs engaged.
And if you're at home and you need some modifications, just look at what Anna's doing.
Over here, people. Yeah.
Right here. All right, let's move on to the second move of that circuit. We have dead bugs. So if you've never done a dead bug, you're gonna start on your back, bring your legs up, parallel to the ground, and we're gonna go opposite leg, opposite arm, curl your hips under so that there's no space in between the mat and your back. Bring that heel towards the floor, bring it right up. And if you wanna make this more challenging, start straightening your legs, bringing them out from the axis of rotation. We have about 8 reps, halfway there. Keep at it. And if you feel like your back is coming off the mat, reset and just bring the heel down, back up in a modified version. It's okay.
This is
You
so
got this.
challenging.
Yeah, I can feel it.
One more. Beautiful. Now we're gonna stand and follow the cardio portion of the program. We have jumping jacks for 30 seconds. Breathe.
I like that combo. Abs are fired up, so I feel
Oh,
it
yeah.
more in every cardio move.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Stay right here. You got this. Pace yourself if you need to. We have 9 more seconds.
Got it.
Breathe.
Whew.
Next set, we have Spider-Mans. So you're gonna start in a high plank. And if you look at Anna, she's going to be doing the modified version. So I want you to start shoulder width apart, straighten your legs, curl your hips under so you can give me the ugliest plank ever. We're gonna drive the right knee towards the outside of that elbow, bring it back and switch. We got 8 reps. Inhale as you find your plank, exhale as you find the Spider-Man.
Man, those
I
legs
know.
feel it on fire.
Okay, guys, so I just really wanted to show you some, motivation as far as working out. Because although, you may watch my videos and stuff, I really wanted to show you, someone who kind of does it on a professional level. I'm kind of like covered. I'm trying to make sure I'm covered and things like that. But you guys really get to see someone at work doing it, and I'm sure you watch some people online, but I wanted to show you who I watched. Okay, so let me I'm gonna show you another video of her, and she talks about what she eats on a day-to-day. So that I think that's very important, really learning how to change our lifestyle.
Yes, and this is everything I eat in a day.
Yes.
Buckle up. If you know me, you know that I am a single mom and I have a lot of businesses that I manage myself and I take care of. I wake up at 5:30 to 6 in the morning and I co-sleep with my daughter. So the first thing that I do when I wake up is not grab my phone, is not drink coffee. The first thing I do, I kiss her, I open up my Bible app and I meditate. And it has done wonders for me. I used to be the person to wake up and grab onto the
I just want to say I don't ascribe to the whole meditation thing. I do ascribe to reading the word when you wake up in the morning, or some kind of prayer. I do prayers in the morning, so that I ascribe to, but I don't no way into any kind of yoga or meditation, because I do think they use that kind of stuff to trick us into worshiping deities that we don't know about. So I don't get into that, but I just wanted to add that in there, They always like to slide that stuff in, you know?
phone, grab some coffee, and hit the ground running. And that was not working for me. That was bringing me a lot of anxiety. So I've stopped that. I like to just start my day with something positive so that that energy can resonate to whoever I'm touching that day. Water, I squeeze half a lemon in there, and I have apple cider vinegar pills. It's been part of my ritual forever. It helps me control my sugar craving. It helps me pretty much flush out my system. Then I get on answering emails, preparing posts, and for that hour and a half, I'm literally starting the day before everyone wakes up here in LA. Then Indy wakes up. We are usually going to have the same breakfast. First and foremost, I can have breakfast for breakfast, breakfast for dinner, breakfast for snacks. I'm a breakfast person. So it's going to be either oatmeal, oat pancakes, or it's going to be my favorite, and check this out. I have gluten-free toast with eggs. You're never going to find me just using a lot of butter. I don't use butter. I spray olive oil, extra virgin olive oil in the pan, and I scramble the eggs. If I am doing avocado, usually it's going to be egg whites with veggies, my gluten-free bread because I have a gluten intolerance. It's horrible. I have this yummy, creamy avocado. I just spread it on top with some salt and pepper. Please do salt and pepper and a little bit of vinegar. I know, a little bit of vinegar on top and a side of berries. That is what we usually have. Indy, on the other hand, I may make her some English muffins with a whole egg scrambled. She likes turkey bacon. We may put some turkey bacon and avocado and I make it into a sandwich. So that's usually what we have for breakfast. If it's oatmeal, it's going to be oatmeal with chia seeds, almond butter, almond milk. It is going to be creamy. And I might have 2 boiled eggs on the side. Oat pancakes is going to be everything that I would have in my oatmeal. I just turn that into a massive pancake. So that's that. So I don't have breakfast. Indy has breakfast first. I prepare my breakfast and I take it on the go if I'm busy that day, or I keep it in the fridge already prepared. I am a huge intermittent fasting enthusiast. Is what works for me. My body loves it. Most of the time it's going to be 12 to 14 hours. I then have BCAAs, branched chain amino acids.
Now see, I hear a lot of people doing intermittent fasting, and I really want to implement that more for myself. You know, sometimes I'll go long without eating in the morning, but it's always something. So I just want to say that's something that a lot of healthy people who are into their workouts and things, they do a lot of intermittent fasting. So, praise AHAYAH. Hold on.
It is my go-to. I love to train fasted. Everyone knows this about me, or maybe you don't know. I go and do my workout. Usually I shoot all of my workouts and I share them on social media. I shoot that, film it. Either I come back home and I would be breaking fast with a smoothie, okay, first. And I have a sweet tooth. It's either the smoothie or my breakfast, either or. And usually the smoothie is highly antioxidant. So it's going to be so yummy. So if I'm making a chocolate smoothie, it's going to be 2 tablespoons of cocoa nibs, 2 scoops of my chocolate proteins, all plant-based, unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, 2 handfuls of spinach in there, a little dab of lemon, 1 banana, and it is delicious. And right after that, I have enough energy to sustain me for hours. So I may snack on popcorn. I love popcorn. Either it's going to be a handful of almonds and another piece of fruit, or it's going to be a Bobos bar, or it's going to be a snack house. Probably I have the whole bag. Oh my God, this little puffs that tastes so freaking good. So that's what I do, and I keep myself super hydrated throughout the day. That's when, boom, 3-4 p.m., I need my coffee. and I'll take it black, okay? And yes, I'm someone who can have coffee at 4, then fall asleep at any time. Usually in the afternoons for my snack, you may be seeing me with a green juice. Everybody knows this about me. I juice a lot. I call it the Hulk juice, and it has celery, cucumber, turmeric, black pepper, ginger, lemon, and parsley. Now for dinner, we're talking about gluten-free pasta with grilled chicken in tomato sauce, or it could be ground turkey, sometimes ground beef, and I make a bolognese sauce. I have days where I'm more plant-based. I have days where I have more animal protein. It's all about how I feel during that day, but know that it's going to be mostly whole foods. If I'm going plant-based that day, it's going to be lentil-based, which has a lot of plant protein packed in it. And I may make a cashew sauce. Anything goes, but it's all whole foods. I would say when it comes to food, I love New York and I love LA, both for very different reasons. Whenever I am in New York, believe me, Levain Bakery is going to be my go-to cookie. I love my cheesecakes from New York. Juniors, definitely go there. Tai Sun is in Chinatown, is a Vietnamese place that I really, really love. Carmine's is one of my favorite Italian places, and it has some bomb.com meatballs and all things Italian. You need to go to Carmine's. It is delicious. And when it comes to LA, favorite spots to visit here in LA, we're talking about Creations, True Foods Kitchen, Gratitude Cafe, but those are my favorite spots. Anyone that knows me, if you don't know, I'm from the Caribbean, I'm an Afro-Latina, I'm Dominican. My comfort food would be sancocho. And sancocho, like get ready for that, because it is probably going to be the heaviest soup you've ever had in your life. And it has a bunch of root vegetables like yuca, plátano, yautía, in a thick broth with a bunch of meats all in one soup. And we usually have it with rice and avocado. And it is such a heavy meal. Just get ready just to be a couch potato for like the next 5-6 hours. If I'm having if I'm having a day, a Dominican day, and mind you, my accent just kicked up, I may have la bandera dominicana, rice, beans, chicken, and avocado with a nice salad and some fried plantains in there. And that's everything I eat in a day. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something new today.
Okay, so that I hope that gave some motivation, because it does for me. So these are the things like I like to watch when it comes to health, and I try to implement it into my everyday lifestyle. I'm getting better, but I still like have my sweets and things like that. So, that's what prolonging my weight loss is, the eating. It's not that I can't work out, because I work out, 5-6 days a week. No problem. But it's the eating. And listen, you got to know that weight loss and, dieting and stuff is 80 to 90% what you eat. It's not so much how much you work out, which that helps, but the 90% of it is what you eat. So it's taken me 3 years to get it down to where I'm seeing some results. And and not fluctuating, because like I was saying earlier, when I fast, I drop it off really quickly, because I'll fast for 7-14 days, long periods, so I definitely see it. But as soon as I start back eating, it again come back. So I wanted to get away from that whole thing and just really make it a part of my regimen, my lifestyle, even with what I'm eating, in moderation, of course. But not to where I'm fluctuating up and down. Okay, so here I want to watch at least another one, and then that'll call it a day for me. But I hope this is some motivation. Guys, we have to get our lifestyles together. We have to start preparing, to be in that wilderness.
My channel, if you're new.
Hold on, I have a sister and I want to let you hear. But get preparing. Prepare. Mind, body, and spirit, brothers and sisters. It's going to be really serious when you get in that wilderness. And, you know, it's a culture shock and a change. And then you got to try to do everything at one time, getting yourself together mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all those things at once. It's like a culture shock. You know, so it's best to start now. Start getting a grip on, you know, yourself, your lifestyle, how you want to eat, how you want to, you know, work out, how, you know, what regimens you want to start implementing in your lifestyle so that it'll be easy transition getting into this wilderness. It's so important. Okay, so here's another sister, and she gives you a lot of good advice on eating and, you know, her workout regimen as well. Hold on.
Here, my name is Alll Bertrand, and I've been on my fat loss journey for the past 10 years. In 2014, I weighed over 200 plus pounds, and according to the World Health Organization and my doctor, I was morbidly obese.
Wow.
I've been through more ups and downs when it comes to my fitness journey than one video could ever showcase, but at about 4 years in 2018, I was the most lean and shredded I had ever been. I lost 70 plus pounds, and I was going to Michigan State as a D1 track and field athlete. I made my dreams come true. I learned how to lose fat in a way that feels so good, and I was able to keep the fat off to this day. So here's 10 years of fitness knowledge that's going to help you get and stay in shape. And before we get into the video, a few caveats. I didn't do keto. I didn't do intermittent fasting. I just did regular stuff, okay? Let's get straight into it because I got a lot to say. And if it's one thing we're going to be in this video, it's real, honest, and transparent. So if you can't handle the heat, then you may need to get out of the kitchen. Also, I'm getting over a cold, so please excuse me if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse, okay? Number one, movement is a secret weapon. Since the dawn of ages, humans have been energy producing mechanisms, as in we used to hunt, fish, gather. Everything that we did in our day required movement. It did not require us sitting at a desk for 10 plus hours out of the day and then looking at movement as an hour of exercise where we go to Pilates or we go to F45. The way that we live our lives now causes us to look at exercise and movement as this awful thing that we need to schedule within our days, when really what helped me on my fat loss journey was looking at movement as something that I should be doing regularly, consistently out my day, not just for 1 hour gap of time. So I move by going on walks. I move by taking breaks. I move by my scheduled workouts, but I also move by folding the laundry and doing the dishes and just not staying in one sedentary place for hours at a time. I don't remember which culture said this, and if you remember in the comments, please let me know. But for my gut, we'll just say it's French culture. They teach their children even hungry for that food. And so then over time, we learn to eat these very large portions. The thing that I learned on my fat loss journey was eating until I'm satisfied. I don't need to be full. My stomach doesn't need to be bulging or super bloated or make me feel uncomfortable. Once of my body and I eat. It's a different way of thinking about it because it's mindful, and it means we have to listen to our bodies and be very intentional when we're eating, that we don't just stuff ourselves, which is sometimes not fun, but it really does help when it comes to ensuring that you don't overdo it with your calories. Tip number 3 into fat loss. When I was younger, one thing I wish somebody would have pointed out to me is knowing the difference between hating your actions and hating you. It's a very big difference. I hated my actions. I hated that I felt self-loathing. I hated that when I would try on clothes, I felt uncomfortable. And then when I would look at my friends, they felt comfortable and confident, would take pictures of themselves, and I refused to allow anyone to take a picture of me. So I knew something was off. But what I thought all of this was that I hated myself, and that if I wanted to love myself, I needed to love myself regardless of the size of my body. I needed to hate the actions that I was doing, the things that I was doing of not moving my body, not eating well, but I didn't need to hate me. Hating yourself doesn't lead to love yourself to change yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you invest time into you, into moving your body, into buying fruits and veggies that make you feel good, into setting boundaries, the more you are truly going to show up for yourself. You aren't going to like me for number 4, but I said we're delivering nothing but the truth. Supplements are overhyped. For some people, they do need them. For instance, if you are a vegan or vegetarian, or you live in the northern parts of the United States where it is very snowy and cold for 6 months out of the year, so you may need vitamin D to ensure that your levels within your body are okay. But for the most part, supplements are a very great marketing tactic that the health and fitness industry has been using for years because it makes a lot of money. It's $1 billion industry. And while I will say some of this can help, it will not help you in terms of the long haul. And if you are truly looking to lose fat and stay in shape or build muscle, it's going to take more than just a $50 supplement that gets shipped to your house every single week. It's going to take lifestyle changes. It's going to take you changing your actions and your habits and your routines. And I know that's not a sexy thing to say. Most people don't want to hear that. They want to hear me say, you can take this pill and buy this pill and all that fat is just going to come off your body so easily. But that's not the truth. And I wish it was the truth. It would make life a lot much easier. But I do promise you that if you go through the journey of learning of what works for you and what works for your body, you are going to come out so much stronger of a person and truly knowing forever how to live in a way that feels good for you. And if we take away this supplement and yet you revert back to your old self, it's like, what did we really learn? You know? Number 5, easy, simple formula, okay? First we sleep, then we eat. It's that simple. Whenever people talk to me about like, I'm so busy, I want to lose fat, but I'm so busy, I don't know what to do. The first thing you got to do is sleep. You got to make sure you're getting your 8 to 9 hours. And for my ladies out there, it did just come out that women do need more sleep than men. I've been thinking this in my head and it was literally planted in my head for so long. And then it's finally come out that it is true. Women do require more sleep because of our hormones and all of the things that we have to balance going on in our bodies. And then if we're on our periods, we actually need about 9 to 10 hours of sleep. And now this will, of course, range per each woman because every woman is different. But my point is, if you are a busy person, but you are trying to prioritize your health, first, you need to ensure that you are getting enough sleep. Secondly, you prioritize what you are eating, the foods that you are placing in your bodies, making sure that you are getting enough fruits and veggies, at least 3 to 5 servings every single day. First, we sleep, then we eat. Number 6, integrate daily breaks. I kind of already talked about this when it comes to movement, but I aim to take 2 to 3 breaks every single day during my work day. Those will break up as my lunch time. So I split my 30-minute lunch gap into 15 minutes and 15 minutes, and I break them out and I go outside and I move my body and I walk and I look at the sun and I just step away from all the phone calls and all the emails and all the meetings. And while I do know this can be very challenging, especially if you're in the office or if you feel like your manager won't accept this for you, but I just want to say the moment you start placing boundaries on what you need to do for you is the moment your confidence is going to increase, baby girl, because you are not living this life for anybody else. You're living it for you. And if you can't take 10 to 15 minutes of a break from work without your manager freaking out, we might just need a new job. Your obstacles are your opportunities. Another way of saying this, your excuses should be your motivation. I am so tired. Maybe because you haven't moved your body in 3 days. I just don't have any time throughout the day. Maybe because we need to prioritize what's most important in our lives. The point of me using these examples is to show that whenever we complain, first off, complaining is a disease. Whenever we complain, there's usually more to it that we can take action on. We just have to go deeper to figure out what that action is. I was the queen of excuses back in the day. Like, my parents just don't eat healthy. My family just doesn't buy healthy food. I just can't figure out ways to move my body. And the minute I allowed those excuses to actually show me another side of me that I just haven't tapped into was the moment the game changed for me. And this is going to take some self-reflection. It's going to take some deep, hard work to figure out, okay, what do I consistently keep saying and how can I actually make this work for my good and betterment? The first one for me was my family doesn't eat healthy. Well, I started asking my mom to buy it was 5 to 6 different foods. It wasn't even that drastically different of all the other things she was grocery shopping for. And over time, it took a couple weeks, she started doing it. And then my family actually started eating some of those foods that I was requesting. And so this whole change that initially was me saying, my family just doesn't eat healthy, actually pushed me to change and say, family, I need you guys to help me on this because I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle. And if you guys could just help me out, this was again back when I was in high school, so I wasn't buying the groceries. If you guys could just help me out and buy these 5 different foods, that would help me a lot. They did over time. And again, I know this is not everyone's story, but I'm just giving you an example of how our excuses are really motivation. And if you're saying, I need to get motivated, take a look at your excuses. My top secret for you, here we go. 4 pillars of health, baby. If you're like, oh my gosh, health and fitness is so overwhelming, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to think this. 4 pillars of health. We have nutritional, psychological, sleep. I had to look at the last one. Physical activity. If you pour into each of those buckets every single day, I didn't put a time frame. I didn't say you had to pour into it for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You can pour into this for however long you need and have within the days that you have and the time that you have within the day. Pour into these every single day and look at your life 6 months from now. And I promise you, you will be healthy. For nutritional health, again, that's prioritizing our proteins, carbs, and healthy fats, making sure that we're getting a balance of all 3 of those things. We're limiting sugars. We're limiting processed foods. Okay. For physical health, it's moving our body. We've already talked about moving our body as energy. It's going to give us life, and it doesn't necessarily have to be our workouts. Sleep, making sure that we're getting at least 7 to 10 hours of sleep every single night. And psychological health, being in community, talking to people about what's going on, not just keeping all of these burdens and struggles that you have to yourself. If you are going to be successful, you have to talk about it. You have to share your success with the world, and it's going to radiate that light back to you. 4 pillars of health. Remember them, know them, pour into them every single day, and your life will change, baby. Next one. Green juice. This one's gonna sound like such a that girl, but it's truly a game changer. I started green juicing so much and it changed my life because it's such an easy way to get some fruits and veggies in. And I kind of struggled back in the day with getting all my veggies in. Okay, I wasn't a salad girl like I am today. So what I would do was just juice. I would have it first thing in the morning, and then before I had anything else, I already had 5 to 6 different fruits and veggies in my diet, which gave me so much energy. And then I actually started cutting back on coffee because I realized if I get enough sleep and drink a green juice, I'm kind of good. Prioritize compound movements. Compound movements are the exercises when you're strength training that incorporate multiple muscle groups. Think your squats, your deadlifts, your bench press. All of these things are compound exercises because you're moving more than one muscle group within one. Every time you go to strength train, you always want to make sure you have at least 1 to 2 compound exercises. And if you need a list, I'll put some on the screen. And if you need a program, I have my Shred program where every single workout we are starting with a compound exercise to get you in shape and right, girl. Drink a lot of water. I know, I can't believe she said it. I have to say, drink a lot of water. It's going to change your life. It's so easy. I know you hear it all the time, but it's true. You hear it all the time. Maybe it's true. Oh, this was a juicy one. Always know when your next meal is. Okay, I used to be on a timetable back in the day. I'd be like, look, it's 1 o'clock. I need to eat in 2 hours. This means knowing when your next meal is and what you're going to be eating because you already have it planned out. You can meal prep. I love meal prepping. It makes it so easy for you to already know what your calories and your macros are. But if you don't have time to meal prep, that's fine. At least just get it in the back of your mind of what you're going to be eating so you can make sure you're staying within your health and fitness goals. And also always carry a little snacky with you, okay? A little piece of a granola bar, a piece of fruit, anything that's going to get you right. Because the worst thing you could ever do is go hungry on your fat loss journey. We don't want that. We don't want that. I always too speak about my own fat loss journey, but for you, this could be fat loss or putting on muscle, either or. But regardless, you want to make sure you know when your next meal is going to be and have snacks on deck. Find a way to hold yourself accountable. As humans, we're always going to take the easier option. I don't know what it is in human nature, but it's like path of most resistant, path of laziness. Choosing that one, like we just go for it every single time. And so because of that, we need to put mechanisms in place in our lifestyle that's going to force us to choose the harder option every single time. Great example. If you sign up for an Orange Theory class and you miss that class, they're going to charge you. Accountability. Call a friend and tell that friend, I want to start walking 2 times out of the week. And we don't go for this walk, I owe you a smoothie. Like, hold yourself accountable. And the best way I have found holding myself accountable is to tell someone that you respect your dreams, your goals, and your desire. Because we may let ourselves down. Let's be real. Okay. I'm letting myself down all the time, but you are not going to let that person down who you respect and admire more than anything in life. Share your fitness goals with them. Tell them what you're trying to accomplish, and then put mechanisms in place throughout your life to help you stay accountable. This one is a little bit less of a tip and more something to keep in mind, and that is the modern lifestyle leads to really poor posture. And posture, guys, I'm just going to put a list on the screen of all of the ways that posture is so beneficial to our health. But from sitting all day to driving in the car for hours to barely moving our bodies or barely ever stretching, like, I'm sorry, but just the way that living and sitting healthy, it leads to a lot of the negative health conditions that we have that we normally don't see until later in life. And then question ourselves and we're like, how the heck did I get this disease, or how did I get this chronic illness? And it's from years of living a certain way and a certain lifestyle. And I know the people in our 20s, myself included, we have this benefit of not
Yeah, so okay, but I hope this was able to help you guys. And show, and because I've showed a lot of young people, you know, and it's okay. Go figure. This is really hard, but anyway, I wanted to show one more video, and that is okay. I wanted to show one more video, and then I'm gone. I wanted to show, because I was showing a lot of young people. Some people might be like, well, they young, of course they look good, but I also watch a lot of older videos too, and I will go more into that next week, but I will show you one now just to give you an instance. Now, this person isn't a celebrity, and people be like, well, they are a celebrity, they gotta look good, but no, it's the choices that we make. So I'm going to show this celebrity person who I love, and I thought, watching their videos, it definitely inspires me, to want to work out, to want to keep myself in shape. As you get older, you don't want to use that as an excuse of why, because of age, so check this out. Halle Berry,
ageless
hello.
beauty that has captivated audiences for decades.
I hope I don't get
At
another
56
strike.
years old,
I might.
she's a true inspiration for anyone looking to live a healthy, vibrant life. But how does she do it? What's her secret to looking decades younger than her actual age?
I just do body weight stuff. I do yoga sometimes, Pilates.
Halle's diet and workout routine play a massive role in keeping her body in tip-top shape. From the food she eats to her exercises, we're by one of the most iconic women in Hollywood as we uncover her secrets to reversing aging and staying fit and fabulous.
And the idea of it is you don't eat sugar and you train your body to burn healthy fats. And so I eat healthy fats all day long: avocado oil, coconut oil, use butter, but don't have sugar.
Halle Berry was born in Cleveland, Ohio on August 14, 1966. Even as a child, she was destined for greatness. After high school, she pursued her dreams and studied broadcast journalism at Cuyahoga Community College. But Halle didn't stop there. She set her sights on the world of beauty pageants and won the coveted title of Miss Teen All-American in 1985. She then moved to New York to kickstart her modeling career.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, because Halle Berry, she was diagnosed with diabetes very early on in her 20s. So she had to change her whole lifestyle around, change her eating habits. And, so I think she, kind of went through a lot. And she's very inspirational when it comes to that aspect of her, just changing her diet, changing her eating so that she can beat the diabetes, and then keeping it that way, not eating sugar, not eating, bread and those kind of things, because that stuff just kills us. It's all white. It just turns to sugar in our bodies, and just have to learn that and understand that, is huge. Okay, so here, listen more. Hold on.
Signing with the prestigious Wilhelmina Modeling Agency, but she wasn't content with modeling. She had her sights set on something more significant. This insatiable ambition in her made her leap from modeling to acting, and her talent was undeniable. She landed her first role in Living Dolls in 1989 and soared to new heights.
Okay, let
Her
me get to the
breakout came in
fitness.
1992 when she starred opposite Eddie Murphy in the hit comedy Boomerang. Again,
Okay, let me get
critics
to-
were blown.
Let me get to the fitness and, her workout. Okay. Let's see.
It was time to make a change. Years later, Halle's relationship with sugar drastically changed. She only indulges in sugary treats on special occasions, like her kids' birthdays. Her experience with diabetes taught her the importance of taking care of herself and making healthy choices, and she's grateful for the wake-up call that changed her life for the better. After being diagnosed with diabetes, Halle was advised to adopt a keto-style diet, and in doing so, she managed to cure herself of diabetes. This actress now follows the ketogenic diet religiously. What's the ketogenic diet? It's a low-carb, high-fat food plan that puts your body in a state of ketosis, burning fat for energy. Halle claims it is a critical factor in slowing aging. The keto diet can also help control appetite, increase energy, and improve mental performance. Think of it like a fat-burning machine that's always on. By consuming very few carbs and replacing them with healthy fats, your body learns to use fat as a primary fuel source. Of course, the diet requires discipline and focus, but the benefits are undeniable. When it comes to any fitness or weight loss journey, diet is everything. Hallie knew this, and that's why she's been able to stick with this dieting style and intermittent fasting to maintain her stunning physique and vibrant health.
Ketogenic diet. I'm diabetic, and a ketogenic diet is no sugar, no carbs, nothing.
As a person with diabetes, this actress knew managing her body and blood glucose levels were crucial for her overall health, so she accelerated her results with her high-fat, moderate.
Most people don't know this, but the best way to make money online right now is not dropshipping, Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, or any other oversaturated competitive method like everyone thinks. It might sound crazy or a bit shocking.
Protein keto diet and intermittent fasting. So, what does her diet look like? She skips breakfast and focuses on 2 meals a day. During her fasting window, she consumes a lot of zero-calorie liquids to keep her energy up. She drinks warm water with lemon juice, followed by amino acid supplements for muscle maintenance. She doesn't just rely on supplement, she trusts a company called Purium to help maintain her healthy blood glucose levels naturally. Amino acids are the best way to give the body the missing nutrient to sustain muscle. Once she is done taking warm lemon water and supplements, she takes coffee mixed with MCT oil. This oil is most popular amongst keto followers. This potent combo, known as a bulletproof coffee, is set to rev up fat burning like nothing else. Her go-to lunch options include a juicy ground beef or turkey patty with cheese, pickles, and plenty of crisp lettuce. But if she's feeling fancy, she'll whip up a delicious keto-friendly bolognese sauce with a small portion of green beans. And of course, she always makes sure to load up on veggies in the form of a salad with ingredients like lentils, cucumbers, white beans, and tomatoes. But the fun doesn't stop there. Hallie likes to keep things fresh and organic. Or celery, or indulge in some creamy avocado, because who doesn't love good fats? Regarding dinner, Hallie knows how to keep things
Okay, guys, so that's enough of that because they don't want you to play other people's videos, like these fitness videos. So I guess if I do this, I will have to, play my own videos and stuff like that. So I hope you guys don't mind. But I really like to watch, a lot of these fitness people. It gives me incentive and want me, helping me wanting to, work out more. So, and I hope it does it for you. I hope this was a little, engaging, and that if you like it, let me know if it's something that you would like to see more of. I don't mind. I love it, and because I work out a lot, and I'm, doing my fitness videos as well, cooking and stuff. But, I really want to talk about fitness. So also for spiritual, please join me Tuesdays to do the AHAYAH's Bible Book Club. I love it, going into the scriptures. I think we are going into this, we're going to Zephaniah, which is a short book. So I will be going, finishing up the ones that I hadn't finished. I'll use, when I have these short Bible books, we'll go in. Well, I ain't playing nobody's video now, so I don't know what the problem is. Well, when I have these short books, like Zephaniah only has 3 chapters, I'll go into fixing up the other ones that I didn't finish, like Moses, Exodus, so I finished that up. So we'll talk about it. Tuesday, 9:30 Jordan time in the evening, 9:30 p.m. Jordan time. Join me for AHAYAH's Bible Book Club. I love it, with journaling, adding pictures and things like that, and just little quotes, just to make it a little fun, the Bible study. And it's awesome for me, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But I give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahashem Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. Get out of Babylon, brothers and sisters. Get out, get out, and get out. This war is gearing up. Jordan is the safe place. We are going to be here in Jordan, in the wilderness, like our forefathers, Moses and Aaron, and of course Yashaya, who led us through the wilderness the first time. Yes, we'll be doing it again. So get out of Babylon, come out of her, my people. Revelations 18:4. Get out, get out, get out. Get prepared, brothers and sisters. It's not a joke. Israel and will be, desolate, and our people Israel must come out of Babylon. AHAYAH says, thus saith AHAYAH. Okay, so if you want to, let me see where I can put it. If you need to send an email, itojatravel at yahoo.com. If you want to reach me, Yahoo, 2 zeros, yahoo.com, or info at itojatravel.com. You can send me an email, get some information on how to migrate out, get out, get out, get out. I give all honor and glory to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahashem Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. Shalom.